and this is One News Now. While President Duterte has yet to decide on the proper physical distancing rule, the Highway Patrol Group conducted random inspections to ensure that the original 1 meter distance is followed today. To give us an update, we have Greg Gregorio joining us live from Quezon City. Greg, how did authorities ensure that the 1 meter distance between passengers inside PUVs are being maintained?
Sean, the PNP Highway Patrol Group personnel are conducting a surprise
Hello,
inspection
Greg.
along. Sean, hello. Do you hear me? Hello? Hello, Sean? Hello?
Yes, hi,
Hello?
Greg. Go ahead.
Sean, you're right. The PNP Highway Patrol Group personnel are conducting a surprise inspection along Commonwealth Avenue here in Quezon City today to ensure that the riding public follows the 1 meter physical distance rule. Authorities are using red sticks to show an accurate measurement of 1 meter to remove possible confusion among drivers and passengers. Recall that last Monday, the Transportation Department eased the 1 meter physical distancing rule in PUVs to 0.75 or to 0.75 meters or 75 centimeters. The DOTR claimed that the new policy was already approved by the IATF to increase passenger capacity across modes of public transport. But Health Secretary Francisco Duque and Interior Secretary Eduardo Año disagreed, saying the recommendation was to further study the impact of this eased measure. Sean, during today's operation, the police did not penalize violators of the physical distance rule. However, PNP-HPG Director Police Brigadier General Eliseo Cruz warned that they will start issuing tickets to offenders in the coming days. Sean?
All right, thank you very much for that update. Greg Gregorio joining us live from Quezon City this morning. And Senator Bato Dela Rosa denies that the government's war on drugs has led to widespread human rights violations. In an interview with One News' The Chiefs, Dela Rosa said he considers the drug war an overall success 4 years into the Duterte administration. Dela Rosa casted doubts into reports that the war on drugs has supposedly killed 27,000 people since its inception. He added that there may have been isolated incidents of human rights violations over the years, but De La Rosa insisted that local police ranks are continuously being cleansed to weed out scalawags. The lawmaker also admitted that they have not completely wiped out the country's drug lords, but only because the death penalty has not yet been reinstated.
Gusto mo magkaya na mawala yung droga dito, totally zero. So, gagawa tayo ng mga measures na towards that. Mas magiging effective tayo, mas magiging successful tayo kapag mayroong death penalty. O hindi ko sinasabi na failure tayo dahil walang death penalty.
International investigation into the killings and the other violations.
On the other hand, human rights advocates are up in arms against the government's assertion that the war on drugs is a success, especially in terms of upholding the people's rights. For one, the Human Rights Watch has flagged that atrocities committed in the name of the government's bloody drug war is worsening, especially during the lockdowns brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. The group is now calling on the international community to step up and launch independent probes into the current situation of human rights in the Philippines. Speaking with the Chiefs, Human Rights Watch Deputy Director for UN, Laila Matar, also challenged the Philippine government to allow investigators into the country if they really have nothing to hide. Matar says the Human Rights Watch is just one of the thousands of civil society groups expressing concern over extrajudicial killings and other grave human rights violations in line with the government's war on drugs. We're going to pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Here on One News. Good morning. You're still watching One News Now. The DENr has denied that the crushed dolomite rocks dumped along Manila Bay caused the fish kill in Baseco. Undersecretary Benny Antiporda says it's impossible to link the artificial sand overlay to the fish kill on account of three things. First, the distance between the Baywalk area and the Baseco compound, the direction of the wind, and the presence of breakwater. The official says the dead fish should have turned up at the Baywalk area if they were indeed killed by the pulverized dolomite in the beach nourishment site. Antiporda added that the agency is now investigating the incident and studying the water quality where the fish kill happened. Meanwhile, the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources reckon that the fish died due to lack of access to dissolved oxygen. The Bureau's water quality analysis found that the water quality in Baseco area indicated a very low level of dissolved oxygen at only 0.11 milligrams per liter. The agency says the acceptable level of dissolved oxygen that can support aquatic life should be at 5 milligrams per liter for marine water. And additional health and safety measures have been put in place for the reopening of the Tagum City Public Market. To tell us more about this, Jem Avancenia reports to us live from Davao City. Hi, Jem. Is the Tagum Public Market there in Davao del Norte now open to market goers?
Yes, Sean, the Tagum City Public Market here in Davao del Norte is now back in business after the 7-day temporary closure due to COVID-19 local transmission. Last week, the LGU ordered the market shut after one fish stall vendor and two market growers tested positive of the said virus. Mayor Alan Relion said they are now implementing additional health measures in Tagum City Public Market to curb the spread of the virus. Aside from the mandatory use of face masks and face shields, market growers are also encouraged to wear boots and jackets inside. They should also present their QR codes and fill out contact tracing forms upon entry. Some Tagumeños said that additional protocols are quite inconvenient for them. Nevertheless, they are willing to follow since this is for everybody's safety. Relion also stated that they deployed deputized quarantine enforcers who will roam around Tagum City to ensure that everyone is following the health protocols. Violators will be penalized 500 pesos for the first offense, 1,500 pesos for the second offense, and 5,000 pesos plus 1 week imprisonment for the third offense.
Sean, latest data from the health department shows that Tagum City has 86 COVID-19 cases with 68 recoveries and 2 deaths. Sean.
All right. Thank you very much for that update from Tagum City. Jem Avancenia of News 5. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.